How y'all doing tonight? Welcome to another episode of the F.A.C.Ts podcast. I'm your host, Telly the Great, and I got this video regarding a little good boy that lost his life during a road rage incident with his stepfather out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Very unfortunate, and it's things that we can do as adults to protect children. And we just don't exercise proper thinking when it needs to be done. But I'm gonna play this clip of what happened here in Vegas with the little 11-year-old losing his life.
This is an 8 News Now breaking news alert.
And that breaking news right here at 4 o'clock. Metro releasing that body cam video from that deadly road rage shooting last week that left an 11-year-old boy dead. Good afternoon to you. I'm David Charnes.
I'm Kirsten Joyce. We're seeing these videos after 8 News Now requested them from Metro. 8 News Now reporter Joshua Piguero going through them. And Joshua, what do they show?
Yeah, David, Kirsten, they show a stepfather grieving the loss of his son, Brandon Dominguez, who was killed last Friday morning on his way to school. You're about to see video from the first police officers who arrived on scene. And just a warning, some viewers may find this video disturbing. Chilling words from Valente Ayala to a Metro police officer. They're on the 215 near the Gibson and Stephanie exit. Tyler Johns is turning himself around.
Why? No, I shot at him, bro. I didn't know. Shot at him? I didn't know.
Johns is arrested as Ayala is distraught over the loss. Henderson police say Johns and Ayala were merging from the I-11 to the 215 Beltway when they began jockeying with one another. At one point, police say Ayala got out in front of Johns, and that's when Johns sped up and shot at the back window. Dominguez was sitting in the back seat.
Yeah, no, it's 100% my fault. I shot at him, dude. I didn't even know he had a kid in the car.
You see Ayala laying out on the side of the 215 crying over the loss of his son.
Notify supervisors and stuff. I'm so sorry. Do you have the ID? Oh, yeah, I'm going to school.
Police shut down this stretch of the 215 as they investigated what happened. A witness describing the moments before the shooting.
Between these two, it started like I saw it way back at Gibson.
Okay.
And they were just doing all over, in and out, passing each other in the
Sure.
emergency lane.
A Henderson police detective testified at Tyler Johns' bond hearing on Tuesday that Johns was the aggressor. Johns' attorney pushed back against that, calling it an accidental shooting. Kirsten?
Johns is scheduled to appear in court after the holiday for his preliminary hearing. That's where a judge will determine if there is enough evidence to send the case to district court for trial.
Wow. Rest in peace, the little 11-year-old Brandon. I believe that was his name. Wow. On the way to school, and your stepdad and another driver, their egos are out of this world, and they're jockeying in traffic. And then to put the cherry on top, before he speed off, he's going to shoot at the car in the back window, not trying to think he's not going to hit anybody, and kills a kid. There's so much wrong with this. It's unbelievable. How do you just fire a gun for no reason? You were participating in the jockeying in the traffic too, so you pull out a gun and fire it. And then you, with the child in the back, you can't say, man, let him have it. I got my stepson in the back seat of the car. He may not know the kids in the car, but you do. One thing you shouldn't trust is another person's actions. You don't know this man. And then you with your child, and you're putting your child in danger, in traffic, in a motor vehicle, on the freeway. Even if he didn't shoot, what if a car accident? Anything. crazy when you think about it, when you really, really think about it. Excuse me, little boy lost his life. He lost it. He's gone forever and ever. He'll never be back. And the mother has to live with that. The biological father has to live with that. And that stepfather has to live with that because his actions led to that. He could have done something different. He could have acted differently. He could have just been, forget it. I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna get to my destination anyway. But it was a very unfortunate event that happened here. And and like exhibiting emotional control, that's something that we have to learn how to do, is exhibit emotional control and don't take things where it don't need to be, where it don't need to be. That didn't need to be there. That little boy lost his life for nothing. He didn't even have anything to do with it, and he's gone. Thanks, Dad. You're going to get an award this year for that one. That was a cool move you pulled. That's just, it's crazy and make you think about other things like gun laws. Should people go through a psychiatrical testing for gun laws? Not gun laws, I mean to get guns. Should that happen? Should they have some type of, because anger management. You're in your car, it's not even really no threat, but you chose to shoot. Is everybody living like me in GTA? Is everybody CJ? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? But yeah, I really had to talk about that, and I really wanted to talk about the other things that go along with that, with that type of emotional outburst. Like, how long you think that dude should get? How long he should sit in jail? How long should he do? I think he should do a while, because that's crazy. That's just crazy. Why you gonna do that, bro? You ain't have to do that. And then the stepdad, he's all in the middle of the street. He's hooping and hollering. He's crying. I understand the little boy's going, but you played a part in that. It may be the guilt that got you, because you could have let that go. You could have let that go. Whatever was going on in traffic, you could have let that go. And to not let it go, and to, like I said, and to cost that little boy his life is some cold. It wasn't needed. And so I wonder what we should do about that type of thing. Like, how do we attack that and them type of problems? How do we attack that? Is that just an isolated incident? I believe it's just maybe one of them isolated incidents that people need to figure out how to deal with emotions within themselves. They really need to, because yeah, that was unfortunate. But rest in peace to Brandon. I believe that's his name, and I hope they get some type of justice as far as that. And that's very unfortunate. This ain't gonna be a very long live. I just really wanted to speak up on that thing that happened on the 215, and as far as gun laws and people with their emotional control, come on, man, for real, bro. 11-year-old lost his life. And I know people want to show how big and bad they are and what they can do, and no one wants to be, I guess, humbled, punked down, or anything, but these egos as big as King Kong around here, and people losing their life senselessly for nothing. Now children are losing. Just yesterday, the children of the corn was whooping on adults, and now they're getting shot on the freeway. Different states, but it's a problem somewhere. We gotta fix something. And just sitting back and watching it ain't gonna fix it. We gotta really speak up on it. And like, I just wonder what made him go shoot. I wonder what happened with that. Like, when he made him go Yosemite Sam, and then he just put his hands behind his back. I shot him. I did it and everything. You know you going to jail, buddy. Oh, buddy, out here, them boys don't bleed. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? The Metro don't play out here. You better ask somebody. I've had many run-ins with them. They're not a friendly bunch of people. And well, he ain't messing with Metro. He messing with the Henderson Police Department. Holy smokes, they're not nice either. They're not. They're known to, yeah, they're not nice either. Cool facility, but not nice. Not nice at all. And but yeah, with that emotional control, like, man, we have to get a control of that. Excuse me. That stuff ain't cute. Tripping out, shooting things and killing kids, beating up on women. Like, just looking at that road rage incident, that, like I said, it could have went so many different ways. Besides him shooting in the back window and killing a kid, could have killed someone else, could have flipped the car over, could have anything, a pile up. And I wonder why, because you didn't get on the freeway first. I know the F1 in town and shit, but God, goodness gracious, you ain't in the NASCAR. You ain't a driver there. That ain't the track. You know that thing is off of Harmon and Las Vegas Boulevard, right? What is wrong with you? And then you carrying pistols to blow kids away or just to shoot at people? I guess because your shoulder game probably ain't there. I don't know. But then you shot in the back window, so that means you really weren't trying to hit the driver. So you're shooting at the passengers that's not even driving the car. When you think about this in hindsight, so you're not even, so the person that's driving the car and you're tripping, which you don't even pull the gun out and shoot at him. You shot at the person. If it was people, you shot at somebody that's in the back seat. Wow, you shouldn't be shooting guns, player. You don't even want to shoot your target. You don't even shoot your target. You need target practice. And I didn't mean to do it. We know you was on some coward shit just trying to shoot a gun. That's why you don't play with guns. See people playing with guns. Want to be able to say something. Want to be able to say they did something. Want a cool, amazing story to tell. Tell that in the joint that you killed the kid. Tell that one. It's a cool story. To some of them psychopaths up there. Tell that. Run, tell that. Should have just kept going. Used your blinker. Got to the next spot. But nah. Little Brandon had to lose his life. But I do appreciate y'all tapping in on the live. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Telly the Great on YouTube. Follow on Instagram. Follow on Facebook, TikTok. And let's get this movement going. Like, share, and follow. And let's get this algorithm moving so I can get this message across the world. I got some other stuff to say. And I'm more than welcome to take in questions, comments. If y'all see some videos y'all would like me to speak up on, some interesting topics, DM me, email me. All the information is on the sites, on all the platforms from Instagram, Facebook, and get at me. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the elephants in these rooms, and let's start fixing some problems. And this has been the F.A.C.Ts podcast, and you guys have a wonderful day. I'm out.